Hi, this is Ron Edwards, Master Sommelier and Director of Wine Education for Winebow Fine Wine and Spirits. Today we're going to talk about Maison Chanzy, a beautiful Pinot Noir from Burgundy under the appellation of Mercurey. This is specifically the Clos bottling from 2018. 2018 was a warm and delightful vintage in Burgundy. Depending on which producer you talk to, depends on how wonderful they talk about it. But it's a vintage where you can expect that the wines reach their full potential, especially in areas that are maybe a little cooler normally. And Mercurey was beautiful in this vintage. So what do you need to know about Chanzy? They are a property that has been in a renaissance, and this is a great place to go shopping for, because they own a lot of property and have access to a lot of vines, and that gives them a really huge advantage in the marketplace. So if you haven't had Chanzy, this is the time to do it. Let's see what this bottling is like. So beautiful. Lavender mixed with tart and black cherry alongside of pomegranate extract. This sort of there's like a brooding, I don't know, a fatness to this wine that's really interesting. I'm picking up the cinnamon and clove from the French oak, as well as the vanilla extract. There's a little bit of a smoky, somewhere around the term of meat or bacon in this wine that's really delightful. There's a green herb somewhere along the line of thyme. Maybe it's bay leaf. There's a chalky, dusty note to the wine, which is pretty expected for Burgundy in general. It just smells like I want to taste it, so let's taste it. Really love the texture of this wine. It's got grip. There's a certain amount of power to the wine. The tannin structure is sort of powdery, but very present. This is a wine that could stand up to, that duck confit or the seared duck breast. Would certainly handle filet mignon. There's continuing structure and powdery tannin that comes back, but in the middle of that, the fruit is washing the tannin away and it's coming back, washing the tannin away and it's coming back. There's a refreshing side to this wine that keeps pulling the dryness back. The fruit profile is very similar to the nose, but taking a step back in tartness. So the pomegranate is fresh. The blackberries are fresh off the vine, fresh raspberry, strawberry. There is black and tart cherry, but they're fresh instead of that sort of compoted sauce version that the nose is offering. And then that final thing that's coming through is that the beautiful kiss of the French oak, that the clove and the cinnamon that sort of make it feel almost a little cordial in the finish. Let's see if there's anything new that I find in the second sip. Really consistent all the way through. Also very consistent with the 18 vintage, a vintage of power, a vintage of ripe fruit, and a vintage of pleasure. This wine is great now, and I think it'll be great for quite a while. So go out and find a bottle of Maison Chanzy. The Mercurey Premier Cru Clos is what we tasted today, and you're going to like this wine.